welcome to the Internet People Podcast. I am your host, Kenyon Long here. And you know what you need to do. Do like your mama does and your cousin does too. And hit subscribe button or listen to this podcast on all podcast platforms, man. Subscribe to the podcast, man. I appreciate that. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel. It is Internet People Pod at YouTube, man. Go ahead and do that, man. Check that out. It's where you can actually see the video and follow me on all social media, man. Shouts out to the fam out there holding me down. Instagram at Kenyon Long. Twitter, Comedy Kenyon. TikTok, where it goes down, Kenyon Comedy. Facebook, Kenyon Comedy as well, man. So you guys doing that. And yeah, man, let's get into it, man. Yeah, been super busy. We almost out, y'all. We are almost outside. I can feel it. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Yes, we are almost outside, man. But first things first, before we get into any of that, I want to say, condolences to DMX, man, and his fam, right? All right. Condolences, man. One of my, I already tweeted this out yesterday. You guys would have seen it. So DMX did pass away at the age of 50. So condolences up for DMX fans and its fam. You know what I mean? Every man, Dark X, man. So rest in peace to DMX, man. So that's tough, man. That's tough, man. Hip hop icon, hip hop legend. One of the best concerts. I don't remember if it was A&T Homecoming or Summer Jam, but Super Slam, Summer Slam. I don't forget what it called. But I remember seeing DMX, man. One of the best performers, rap performing concerts I ever been to, man. He just on stage by himself. On stage by himself. They cut the lights off and you just hear him start growling. And just, 1, 2, 1, 2. And I'm just like, yo, killed it, man. So rest in peace to DMX, man. Definitely top 3 rap performers of all time. And the problem is back in the day, and I'm not trying to hate on Jay-Z, but back in those days in the 90s, they didn't like Jay-Z because they're like, yo, Jay-Z's lazy when it comes to performing at a concert. Like he's just there trying to look cool, whatever, and lay back. So it was cool to have like a DMX come through, give you that energy. You already know Busta Rhymes is number 1 for me. Energy God there. He gave you that energy. So definitely, man, DMX, man, you're going to be missed. I was a huge fan. I had the first album when it came out and he dropped the second album. That was just so crazy. Like, you never seen somebody drop an album and then come back. And I thought it was like back in the day, you would see an artist drop an album or right? They drop an album, but they had a situation with an older label when they wasn't big. And so the label would release an album. And so I thought that was the same thing when his second DMX album coming out. I was like, oh, this must be something old. This is something old that somebody he was signed to first when he was like 15 or something, and now they're trying to capitalize off of it. And now they was like, no, this is Def Jam. He dropping the second album. And I was like, what? Before heard of, and they was bangers, man. They was bangers out there. So DMX, man, a huge fan. Love the verses with him and Snoop Dogg. You guys got a chance to see that, man. Definitely go check that out on YouTube. And yeah, man, huge Rush Rider fan. I remember going to, you guys in North Carolina, South Carolina, man. We have the bike rally, right? It's the bike rally. We talked about this. And in South Carolina's a bike rally. At the beginning, there was a black bike rally. And the Rough Riders used to come. I don't know the whole community, but the Rough Riders would come to the Myrtle Beach bike rally. And I remember the first year I came, it's like, oh yeah, Rough Riders, DMX. And DMX, you would just think it's just a motorcycle game. Everybody got Rough Rider jackets on, just a motorcycle club. And they had different clubs all over, but there's like, I think one year DMX did come. DMX is with them. I was like, what? You know what I mean? This ain't just a club. This DMX is with them, So they had the crazy Raptors, that you seen in the videos, that Raptors and different kind of motorcycles. So shouts out to the whole Rough Rider fam, man. You know what I mean? I was a huge Huge fan, you know what I mean? Rough Riders, man. Huge Rough Riders and DMX, man. He definitely put Rough Riders on the map. He was Rough Riders, you know what I mean? So rest in peace to DMX, man. Dark Man X, yeah. Tough, man. Tough loss for hip hop, man. So now that we giving that up, man, let's get into it. You already know. You see your boy got on the Duke fit. You watching a YouTube video. Your boy got on the Duke fit, national championships. Look, I got to break it out, man. Shouts out to all my constituents that have been talking about this video this week, but I'm from North Carolina, all right? Let me be the one to talk about this. I'm from High Point, North Carolina. I lived in Durham. I partied at Carolina. I partied at Duke. I dated a girl from Carolina. Let me be the one. Thank you guys. You guys are outsiders. We trust you. We understand your opinion. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But let me give the smoke. All right. I'm the one to give the smoke on this. For all the YouTubers out there, I appreciate you chiming in. You're not from Carolina. Let me handle North Carolina. Okay. I appreciate your input. I love it. I'm loving y'all. Keep doing it too. And that's what I love. I love it. Keep doing it. But let me handle this. If you guys don't know, you've been living under a rock. This week, North Carolina, Roy Williams, okay, steps down. All right. He said he's not the man for the job anymore. He can't do it anymore. All right. Whatever, Roy. And Hubert Davis. There was a quest to find a coach, and Hubert Davis, who's already been on the bench for the University of North Carolina, and they selected him to be the coach of North Carolina, man. The first black coach at University of North Carolina. Now, let me just tell you something. Being from North Carolina, I don't know what state you're from. All right. If you're from the States, okay. But when it comes to the States, you're from the South and you're from North Carolina, you got two choices. These choices come up in elementary school. You have two choices. This is what happens. I was in third grade, I think, third or second grade. You have two choices here. It's Duke or Carolina. That's the choice. That is the that you have. So, of course, I went with a great choice, and I rode with the Blue Devils. My whole family is Duke Blue Devils. That's what it is. Except for my brother. Okay, he is a Carolina fan. He's the only Carolina fan in the family. All right, so he's the black sheep of the family. So Hubert Davis chose to be the new coach of the University of North Carolina. And I'm telling you, someone who's been on the streets. I played basketball. All right, at Carolina. I'm not talking about for them. I'm talking about on Saturdays. Okay. When the quarters open up. I balled at Carolina. I've been all up and through Carolina. In high school, when you run indoor track in North Carolina, indoor track championships was at University of North Carolina. So none of you guys are qualified. Okay. Well, you guys are qualified to talk about this, but the best person to talk about this, of course, is me. Okay. I was so disgusted that my coach had me go to the University of North Carolina to run indoor track championships. And we had to practice on that Carolina track. I just wanted to throw up. But guess what? I have the same feeling right now. Okay. Hubert Davis goes on this press conference. He says, he's happy to be the first. But you know what? I'm not even going to say it. I'm going to play the tape. I'm going to play the tape right now. Let's see what Hubert Davis has to say.
Head coaches are all around the country. Only 26% of the head coaches for Division I men's basketball are compromised by minorities, specifically African Americans. I know that it is significant that I'm the fourth African American head coach in any sport in the history of the University of North Carolina.
Wow. I'm
very proud to be African American. But I'm also very proud that my wife is white.
Wait a minute. What?
And I'm very proud.
What? Hubert Davis just said, no. Let's come on, Hubert. I know you did. I know you did.
That it is significant that I'm the fourth African American head coach in any sport in the history of the University of North Carolina.
Yes.
I'm very proud to be African American.
Okay.
but I'm also very proud that my wife is white.
Yeah, you know what, Hubert? This now that's what I don't understand. Did anybody ask you about your wife? I'm sorry, Hubert. We're glad you're here. We want to know how's your wife going to help participate with the team? Is she going to make orange slices? No, did they? No, they didn't ask about your wife, did they? Did they ask about your wife, Hubert? No, they did not. So you actually volunteered to tell us that your wife is white, and what she's going to be on the bench? Is she on the bench, Hubert? Because I don't think she's playing. Is she playing? Y'all tell me, is she playing for University of North Carolina? I don't think so. Is she coaching? Is she assistant coach? I don't think so, Hubert. So you just thought that you could sit here and tell us that your wife is white? Like we wanted to know that. Nobody asked you about your wife. Nobody cares about your dog, Hubert Davis. And I had grits this morning, and I put pepper on it. And I'm very glad that the pepper was black. I had chicken and Alfredo, right? And I was going to this restaurant, I had chicken Alfredo. I'm just so happy that the Alfredo sauce is white. I just can't have a different color Alfredo sauce. Hubert Davis, nobody asked you about your wife, bro. Okay, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Nobody cares about your wife. We talking about you, all right, in this press conference, running this team. What you gonna do with them Tar Heels, all right, or not gonna do? And you just happen to volunteer us information that we don't care. Hey, also, can you write that down as well? That my wife is white, because I want to let the boosters know. Boosters, I know I'm the first black coach here, but I'll let you know that my wife is white. Just to let you know, all right. You guys can still pay the players because my wife is right. I just want you to know that. I'm so glad I'm the first coach here at this university in anything, lacrosse, football, whatever, soccer, does an intramural league. I'm the first black coach here at Carolina. But also, I need you guys to know that I got a white woman on my arm. Hubert Davis. In the South, we call you Hubert Davis. Now, see, Hubert Davis, I know you was my brother's favorite basketball player outside of Michael Jordan. You was my brother's favorite. He loves Hubert Davis. He loves Hubert Davis. Okay, Hubert, nobody asked you, bro. Stop giving the information. Already you're struggling. All right, you could be happy you got a brand new job. Everybody's glad about that. I mean, I'm sorry, not Duke fans. We really don't care. We don't care who's the coach at Carolina. We don't. We do not care who's the coach. All we care is how many L's Carolina got. That's all we care about. All right, that's all we care about. We don't care about that. So Hubert Davis, I don't care about your white wife. I really don't. I don't care about your wife. I don't care your wife is purple. All right, love who you love. Love who you love. I don't care your wife. And I just want to let you know that my wife is purple. She's purple. Yeah, she's purple. And I'm happy for that. What does that got to do with the team? What's that got to do with recruiting? Is she going to help you recruit? That's what it is? I got it. Your white wife gonna help you recruit players. That's what it is when you bring them into the home. Hey, and would you tell that to a player? I know I want you to come to Carolina. I also want you to know that, I have my white wife here, so she's gonna bake for you. All right. When you come to my school, she's gonna bake cookies for you. We got good time. She's really great at that. All right. She's a white woman. Nobody asked you, Hubert. Nobody asked you. Giving up information already. This is like North Carolina. They give up information they don't know. Like the scandal with them taking the African American class that did not exist. Doing stuff like that. Giving up information. Now, who's snitching on them? I don't know. But I'm just telling you, Hubert, nobody asked you about your white wife, Hubert. I just don't understand what you think you were going to do. Is that going to help you keep your job? I guess he's like this. Look, boosters, everybody, Carolina fans, please give me a couple of years. I know I'm the first black person here, but I also want to let y'all know that I got a white wife. That's it. So let me buy myself some time here, okay? It may be a little rocky the first 2 years, 2, 3, 4 years, but if you're thinking about letting me go, just know I got a white woman at home. I got a white woman to feed. I got a white wife at home. Don't do it. Don't pull the trigger on me. Hubert Davis, you deserve.
I'm very proud to be African American. But I'm also very proud that my wife is white. I'm very proud that my 3 beautiful, unbelievable kids are a combination of both of us.
Oh God. You can't make this up, man. You cannot make this up, man. How do you take a new job? You take a new job. Have you ever made a mistake like this job? Have you ever made it? We all make mistakes. I'm not saying we all make mistakes. We all do, all right? Nobody is perfect. But Hubert Davis, all right, an iconic university. Now, had this been Pembroke, UNC Pembroke, I wouldn't have no problem, Hubert, all right? I would have a problem still, but I wouldn't have too much of a problem. But you at the prestigious University of North Carolina, man. Wow, Carolina, you got a lot to look forward to. You know what? And I don't care. I'm all for the smoke. Carolina fans is like, yo, man, Hubert alone. No, I will not leave Hubert alone. In fact, I have something. Hubert, I got something for you. This is what
you need to leave.
no, Hubert.
You need to leave.
That's what I think about, Hubert. When you said that, that's what I think about. You need to leave, man. Hubert Davis, man. But look, man. Everybody, look, Hubert, you ain't the only person that's gonna get the smoke, man. You're not the only person that smoke. Now, this is brought to you by the Kenyon Long YouTube page, man. Make sure you hit that YouTube page up. I'm dropping content. It's growing every day, man. Shouts out to y'all, man. I got brand new shows dropping on YouTube. I got stuff not dropping on YouTube. All right. It's on other platforms, but on YouTube, it growing every day, man. And the one way I make it grow is using TubeBuddy, man. TubeBuddy, man. TubeBuddy is the way to go, man. It helps me grow my YouTube channel. I plug stuff in and it saves me time. So you can save on the promo code FAM2020, FAM2020. And you can save on TubeBuddy, man, throughout the month or throughout the year, man. So you definitely need to use TubeBuddy, trying to grow TubeBuddy. I keep telling you guys, I kept telling you all these podcasts, the world is about to open back up. And you want to be out here, man, you at a party and stuff, you at a kickback, or you at the Rangers game where everybody's there. And they ask you, what do? You can tell them that also you have a YouTube channel, man. There's been some dope YouTube channels out there I've been watching. And shouts out to all you guys, man. But using TubeBuddy will help you out, man. So shouts out to you guys. Now, I can't put this other video up because, it's a little sensitive material. But somebody who was worse than Hubert Davis. Yes, that is possible. Somebody who's worse than Hubert Davis. Paul Pierce. Playoff P, whatever you want to call it, man. Paul Pierce, man. Paul Pierce did something really stupid. And it's so funny. I had a conversation with my barber. Shouts out to Calvin. And I didn't understand this. This was the second dumbest thing I saw this week. All right. And actually, it happened first. So this is the first dumbest thing I saw this week. I was like, is this real? And I kept seeing people like, yo, Paul Pierce doesn't know how the internet works. Paul Pierce doesn't know how social media works. Paul Pierce, playoff P, Boston Celtic legend, LA legend. Paul Pierce went on Instagram Live. With strippers at a party. And he was smoking weed. I couldn't believe it. You ever see something so bad like, okay, this ain't real? That's what I'm saying. Like, you see something like, yo, this can't be real. There's no way that this is real. Like, this gotta be an old video. And I don't know, I'm just naivete, but I just default to, oh, it's an old video. This an old video, right? But I'm looking like, no, this is Instagram Live. This is Paul Pierce, and he's looking at the camera. Paul Pierce, you're 43 years old. First of all, you don't need to be on Instagram. And I've seen Paul Pierce actually a couple of months ago. Not like chilling with him, but I was like, in a random store. And I seen Paul Pierce. And I just don't get it, Paul Pierce. Either you want to get fired, you work for Disney. Mickey Mouse don't play. Mickey Mouse has been having a tear go on TikTok. I just seen somebody on TikTok get fired for doing TikToks at Disney World. All right. Mickey Mouse don't play. They fired the dude. And the dude came on TikTok like, yo, man, I got fired from my job at Disney. I got fired from Disney, man. I just can't believe it. Disney don't play. You know why he got fired from Disney? Because he was drinking out of the water fountains. I'm drinking out of all the fountains in the restaurants in Disney. You're gonna get fired. Disney doesn't play that. Mickey Mouse don't play that. So Paul Pierce, you should know that smoking weed, no matter what age you are, what city and state you in, it may be legal in LA, but it ain't legal for Mickey. I've never seen Mickey smoke a cigarette unless it's those 1959 racist Disney. You know, we all know what Disney was racist. Maybe those Steamboat Willie Mickey. Maybe did Steamboat Willie Mickey smoke cigarettes? But that's beside the point. The point is this, Paul. You better have an extra strategy. Now, I know you didn't need the money from ESPN. I know that. We know that. But it's a check. Black folks, you see somebody mess up a good job, you be like, but it was a check, though. It's income coming in. So what's the game plan? Now, if you wanted to get fired, that's fine. That's fine. But you in here with strippers that's, I mean, if you live in Atlanta, you're just like, what is this? What is this? Monica, please tell me that you and Paul Pierce, maybe Paul Pierce and Monica got a sports show coming up. That's what it is. Paul Pierce and Monica. I don't know. But you don't need to be going on IG Live. I don't understand you, Bootsy. Do you guys think you can just do whatever you want? It ain't OnlyFans, it's Instagram. You can't just sit here and post whatever you want. There are people out here, there are apps. You guys need to start reading terms and conditions. I get it. I know you sign up for the app using the Facebook and everything else, and you just think like, oh, wait, nah. You know what? I don't need to read the terms and conditions. But some of y'all need to read the terms and conditions. Little Bootsy crying to Mark Zuckerberg, I need to get my Instagram live back. I need my Instagram, Mark Zuckerberg. He's not going to do it, bro. All right? The stuff you say is ratchet and wild. Zuckerberg is not having that on his app. Now, if you want to make an app that you can do that stuff on, yes. But you're not about to be sitting here smoking weed with strippers in the back. Paul Pierce, that could get you kicked off of Instagram alone. Forget Disney. Forget ESPN. That can get you kicked off of Instagram. Instagram sends you an email like quarterly, bi-quarterly. I don't know. I ignore it too. Now, I'm not saying I read the term and conditions either. Man, forget them term and conditions. But what I'm saying is they be updating the terms and conditions. And you guys let me know, have y'all read the term? Have y'all read the term and conditions? I sent an email like was it December? We have updated our terms and conditions. All right. You just be like, all right, click, delete. Paul Pierce, I know the ESPN terms and conditions are very strict. See, those one of those jobs where they like to look at your social media. You ever had them jobs where they was just like, oh yeah, what's your Instagram? I'm like, I ain't got one. Tell your job you don't have an Instagram. Now, Paul Pierce is super famous, so he can't do that. This is why Kevin Durant has a burner account. Okay. Y'all, I mean, you can't do that on your burner account anyway. But what I'm saying is tell your job you don't have an Instagram. If you're doing stuff like this, you ain't got nothing to hide like your boy. I still can't do it because I do skits and stuff. So I can't just be like, oh, yeah, check me out. No. I tell my job, no, I don't have one. I'm like, nah, I ain't got no. Nah, man. I ain't on Instagram. I'm on Triller. You know what I'm saying? I'm on Triller. You know what I mean? I'm not on Instagram. You tell them an app they don't use, they be like, oh, okay. I'm on VK. They ain't gonna download the app. They will not download an app that not everybody is on. All right. You can say that. You can say that. So start saying apps that nobody uses. Because these companies will be like, oh, well, you represent us. And Disney does. All right. ESPN, I know they do. You represent us even when you're not at the office. Even when you're not on, you represent us. Whatever you post on Instagram, whatever you post on social media. And this is why I don't understand people who tweet, right? Shouts out to my Twitter account, my new one, Comedy Kenyon. I was banned from Twitter, but not from my job, only because I was posting too many TikToks. But you guys already know that. But I don't understand these people with these old racist tweets, these old tweets. Ah, man, we dug it up. The cancel culture dug up my old tweet. I don't have no why. Why are you tweeting that anyway? So some of y'all old enough, and Paul Pierce is definitely old enough. Paul Pierce, you was with me. We about the same age almost. You older than me. You definitely was on MySpace. Okay. You definitely was on AOL chat room. All right, nobody was talking this great, and it never happened. Oh man, you know what? I lost my job because of something I said on the AOL chat room. you know, I mean, we was in college and stuff, high school. I lost my job because I said something wild on MySpace. That's how popular social media is. It wasn't. You would watch the news. The news never promoted like, oh, and a MySpace logo, right? You never saw that. Now you look at the news, they got, oh, follow us on Twitter and check out our TikTok and check out our Instagram. Like, what? I mean, when I saw that on a news van, I'm like, yo, they got an Instagram logo on a news van. They have their own social media. I thought that was the wildest thing. But I don't get these people tweeting stuff that's super controversial. Maybe you're trying to get more followers on Twitter, but I have nothing. Even my old account that had 2,000 followers and climbing, and Twitter canceled me because I was posting TikToks with copyrighted music. That's beside the point. I don't have nothing old. You can dig up the past, whatever, 2009. I have nothing old because I don't tweet nothing wild. I don't post nothing wild. You know what I mean? So Paul Pierce, you should know better. Unless you have something big planned and you need to get out your contract and you just needed to do something like that. Now, yeah, that's gonna cause a lot of people to check it out. Hopefully you got something planned. And that's what I argued with my boy. He said, yo, man, Paul Pierce got something lined up. You always got something lined up. It doesn't matter what job you at. Tell me right now, you working on a job right now. I don't care what job you working. I don't care what you're doing. Truck drivers, shout out to my truck drivers. You got a job right now. Tell me this. I'm gonna be a magician right now. Do you not have something else you working on right now? Side hustle? Do you not have one side hustle you working on right now? Are you not putting in an application anywhere else? Just let me know. You know what I mean? This is my David Blaine. This is my David Blaine right now. Are you not working on something else? So Paul Pierce saying that, oh yeah, he got bigger and better things coming on the way. I'm pretty sure you does. You're always working on something, man. If I'm on TV on ESPN every other day, right? And he's super famous. All right, I get that. Whatever. You should always be working on something to make income, right? And get your likeness out there. Of course, you should be always working on something. But it's just like when people lose their job, be like, "Oh man, you know what, man? I ain't want to work there anyway. I was already talking to Chick-fil-A, man. I'm about to be the manager." You ever had them people say that? Your boy say that? Your boy get fired from the restaurant you was working at. And he's like, "Man, I ain't want to work there anyway. I already had my first interview with Chick-fil-A. Where are your first interview? Yeah, you already know the manager said he was going to, I already talked to that manager, my homegirl." When they say they homegirl, when they start painting the story and it's like, you got to go through two people to get to what he was saying. My homegirl said they looking for some more people at her job. So that's good. Okay. All right. So your homegirl said her manager said, but have you, you know what I'm saying? Have you talked to the manager? Is the ink dry yet on the contract? All right. That's all I want to know. Do you have a badge? Do you have a badge yet? Yeah. Do you have a code, a thumbprint? No, whatever kind of job, right? You start on Monday. You gonna work for Capital One on Monday? Stop lying. Shouts out to Ed Lover. Come on, son. You lied, son. So Paul Pierce, maybe he will have it, man. I'm pretty sure I'll bump into Paul Pierce this summer somewhere out here in the valley. But Paul Pierce, man, hey, hold your head, brother. If that you did that on purpose, that's cool. That's cool, man. Bigger and better things. Now, what I would tell Paul Pierce, you kind of wild with the comments. You got a lot of avenues to go to, man. I like to see a Paul Pierce show. I don't know who I would pair him with, but yeah, man, do a Paul Pierce YouTube channel. Paul Pierce, get on YouTube, bro. You can't put no strippers on there. Let me just say so right now. Don't put no strippers on YouTube. They definitely don't play that. Okay. You think Disney don't play that? YouTube definitely don't play that. So don't do that, Paul. But yeah, get you a sports show. I would love to see a Paul Pierce sports show. And that's what I'm saying, Paul. If I see you in the valley, I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told, I didn't tell Gilbert Arenas this, but I used to bump into Gilbert Arenas at 24 Hour Fitness and Woodland Hills and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I was trying to recruit him to go to the Lakers. And I might have told him this. I said, I had written a TV show. I had a TV show idea. Like he should be on TV. I thought I told Gilbert this. Like, man, you gotta be on TV or something, then. You know what I mean? And I was gonna try to write a show because he was just like funny, man. Gilbert Arenas is hilarious, man. Hilarious. But sometimes some people just think, are just like that. They just being themselves. And like TV, I think he was like, nah, man, nah, TV or whatever. And but some people just like, yo, this is just how I am. You know what I mean? They don't, but now, Gilbert Arenas, fast forward 4 years ago, and to now is like, Gilbert got a good show on Fubu, man. So I would say Paul Pierce. I love to see the Paul Pierce show on Fubu. I'm telling you right now, Fubu Sports, is that how you say it? Fubu. I don't know. For us bias. I don't know, Paul Pierce. Go to Fubo Sports. I love to see it, man. I know you can do good. I don't know who you can get paired with. That's up to you. You know what I mean? You want to meet with your boy? We'll hash it out. You know what I mean? We'll swap it out. And yeah, man, that's what you should do. Forget YouTube. I mean, do YouTube as well, but I think Paul Pierce show, that would be crazy. Paul Pierce podcast, that'd be dope, man. Paul Pierce and Rondo over here, but nah, never mind, not Rondo. I don't know if y'all got beef or not, bro. You know what I'm saying? Does Paul Pierce and Rondo got beef still? Or Rondo? It's just Rondo and Ray Allen. It's just Rondo and Ray Allen. I don't know, man. But Paul Pierce, good luck to you, man. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna see. You may attend one of my events, man. I'm pretty sure, man. So if I see you then, man, I'm gonna tell you the same thing, man. Do your thing, and yeah, man. We'll see what happened to Paul Pierce, man. Definitely, man. So yo, man, thank you guys for checking out the podcast. Make sure you follow me everywhere, man. Link on the Instagram bio gets you to everything. Exciting things coming down the plate, and I don't want you to miss out. I don't want you to miss out, man. I don't want to miss out on anything that I'm doing. New shows, like I said, the world is opening back up, and your boy gonna be on the road. We're gonna be doing events everywhere, all over the city near you, and we're gonna be dropping shows, original content, YouTube. We're gonna be doing some lives, man. These lives are crazy. So we're going live. It's crazy. So definitely gonna be going back live, man. But I want, I'm going to be setting it up so I can get to reach more people. So I do these pre-recorded joints. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Ski? So I'm going to be dropping more podcasts. Super busy. Been like I said, been super locked in on this YouTube channel, trying to grow it. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on that YouTube channel, dropping crazy skits and videos, man. So you definitely want to be tapped into that. TikTok is still doing decent. We still growing. And everywhere else, bro. Everywhere else, man. So, I'm everywhere. Triller. And we'll see you guys on the next one, man. RIP DMX.